Well, previously I have made a video on how you can generate speech from text using the new speech generation tool in Google AI Studio. So this AI tool is being powered by an AI model called the Gemini 2.5 Pro and also the Flash version, but this is the text-to-speech variation. So it is very good at converting text into speech, and one feature that you can utilize is the multi-speaker audio, which means you can easily create a podcast content using this free and quite easy to use AI tool. But there is one big problem of this interface. So right now, if you want to create a dialogue, a conversation using the speech tool in AI Studio, then you have to manually copy and paste every single dialogue to each speaker. So for example, here I have a very long podcast script that was created by Gemini, and I have to copy every single dialogue into each speaker in Google AI Studio. So this is not something that I want to do, and I would say this is not very productive because it's just some manual work that could be automated to some extent, but unfortunately there is no option in AI Studio that allows you to do so. However, if you look closely on the left side, this is actually the route structure that you can utilize, and you can insert your script directly into this. But there is one rule that you must follow, otherwise it won't create the appropriate label like the speaker, the text, etc. into the generation. Now, let me give you one example. If I just copy this, the conversation between the host and the guest, it won't be basically it won't be assigned properly by this AI tool. So I'm going to just delete everything except for the style instruction. If I paste that, you will see that now it's becoming part of the style instruction, which is not. So you can use this, but with one specific rule. Anyway, I'm going to show you how you can use the speech generation tool in AI Studio to generate podcasts, and you can copy and paste the script that you might have created using AI into this route structure. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning again. Let's navigate to aistudio.google.com. Okay, now I guess I'm going to start from the home page so you can see the step process to actually open the tool. So you have to open the chat with models, and then go to audio, and then you can select either the Pro version or the Flash version. They are kind of the same, except the Flash is faster and the Pro is slower, but the quality is a bit higher. Anyway, I'm going to select the Pro version. And there you go. Now we are facing exactly the same interface as the one that I've shown you earlier. So how do you actually insert this very long dialogue and conversation into this without doing the manual work? Well, let's go back to Gemini again, and here at the very end, I'm going to export this into a Google Docs document. Now, if you're using ChatGPT, Mistral, Meta AI, or anything else, then you can export that into a sort of document, and you can open that with Google Docs or perhaps Microsoft Word. It's up to you. And there is one thing here that I want to change on the document. So notice that in my document, the label of the speakers are host and guest. There is nothing wrong with that, but these two words are actually not going to be recognized within AI Studio, especially that speech generation tool. So instead of using the name of the speaker or the label like host or guest, you have to use labels like speaker 1 and speaker 2. So let me just modify this. I'm going to navigate to edit, find and replace. And then I'm going to try to find host, replace with speaker 1, and then replace all. And then let's do the same for the guest. Replace with speaker 2, replace all, and there you go. Now, only after you have labeled each speaker to be speaker 1 and speaker 2, you can generate a conversation in AI Studio. Now, I'm going to just copy everything here. Let me just select all the text, all the conversation within this script that was created by Gemini. And let's put that into AI Studio. Okay, let me just delete this. And by the way, you can customize the style instruction depending on the style, tonality, or accent that you want. And here, I'll just right-click, paste, and there you go. As you can see, now each dialogue has its own label. And this is perfect. This is way faster than doing the copy and paste work manually for each dialogue. You can just use the appropriate names or labels that were recognized by this AI tool, and then you can copy and paste the whole script into this AI tool. Now, when you're done, you can select the voice for each person or each speaker, and then you can click the run button to start generating the podcast. And it will take quite some time, given that I'm using the pro version, and also the podcast script is very long. But the point is, you can easily copy and paste the script, the podcast script, into this AI tool without having to copy and paste each dialogue manually. So yeah, I hope you found this video to be useful, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.